Hello, my name is Kayel, and I'm just going to go ahead and get straight into what I want to talk about. So, there's this incident where we're gonna say this person is named Coca-Cola. So, there was an incident where me and Coca-Cola, we were talking, we were vibing, whatever like that. And there was an instance where Coca-Cola had told me that it's morally wrong for me to be with a woman due to her religious beliefs. And I said, okay, I don't believe that because I believe something else spiritually and things like that. And so, furthermore, the judgment kept being passed. Like Coca Cola kept trying to force her religious beliefs onto me. And there was an instance where me and my partner, we weren't treated in a way that was offensive. Like in the beginning, it wasn't offensive, but the things after the fact and the aftermath of a situation was offensive, and I will dive into that in another video. But so, anyways, to keep it moving, so Coca Cola was defending an individual that also doesn't agree with same sex people being together, kind of thing. And she was saying that, yeah, she feels like, it's wrong and this and that. And so, my thing is that I never not once judged Coca Cola, and it's just kind of like a little a religious Christian rant because this person is like religious and Christian at the same time. So I'm just talking about it, and I need to talk about it, and I need to vent to someone. And who better to vent to than my community online? And so, like I said again, Coca Cola, you know, knows that I'm with a woman and things like that. And, she had the nerve to tell me that it's morally wrong. And it made me feel some type of way because me and Coca Cola, we were friends when we were kids, and we became adults and things like that. So, you kind of know this person for years on end. And so, by knowing, I mean, you're familiar with this person for years on end. And so, like, it's like, okay. So, when she kept, like, expressing her opinion about it and her perspective and things like that, I was like, okay, cool. But I just don't believe that. I don't subscribe to your beliefs, to your God. I do believe in a higher power, but it's a different, everyone has their own beliefs. But I digress. And so I'm trying to not go off the bandwagon. Like I low key forgot what I was talking about. My bad. But but yeah, as she was judging me, I never not once judged her throughout the entire friendship. And I think that's what hurt me the most is that I'm being judged for being with a woman. When Coca-Cola, you know, the situation that Coca-Cola is in, it's like she is dealing with, the father of her child, and, he doesn't want a committed relationship with her and stuff like that, and then also he has a girlfriend, and, she's still dealing with him after discovering that he has a girlfriend. So it's like, although I'm with a woman that is committed to me and not cheating on me, whereas you are with a man that you're not in no official relationship with, a man that doesn't claim you as his girlfriend, and you're still giving him access to your body and still dealing with him while simultaneously knowing and understanding that he's with his girlfriend as well. And in the beginning, it was like, okay, you didn't know anything about that. But now that you do know and you're still self consciously choosing to deal with him anyway, I'm not judging you for that. I simply told Coca Cola, hey, you deserve better. I think you deserve better. And that's just kind of like the type of situation where you have to get tired of, get sick and tired of being sick and tired kind of thing, in terms of if somebody's not treating you the way that you deserve to be treated kind of thing. And so I left it at that. I didn't tell her, hey, you're morally wrong for having a child out of wedlock with this man, or hey, you're morally wrong for fornicating with this man. Hey, you're morally wrong for messing with this man, knowing that he's still with his girlfriend, because at first you didn't know, but after you found out, you're still messing with him. And the girlfriend is still, so it's like sister wives, y'all are sharing him. But I never told her she was morally wrong for that. I just feel like everybody's in their own lane and everybody has their own journey and self discovery and learning that they have to do. period. Me too. So I never told her she was morally wrong for that, and so it kind of hurts that I'm being told that I'm morally wrong for simply loving a woman and being in a committed relationship with a woman, and all because, you know, I'm with a woman. It's okay if it's with a man, but it's just like I never judged her for anything that she went through or anything that she's going through or any of her personal choices within her life. But I'm being judged, and that is a Christian religious rant for me, because that is someone that, Coca-Cola is someone that is religious Christian, and that is my encounter with a religious Christian, being judged and being told that I'm morally wrong when what they're doing is no better, if that makes sense. And there's no sin greater or above said sin. There's no sin greater of any sin, which I don't believe that being with the same sex is a sin. And I probably should do a video on what it is I do believe spiritually, because I do believe that love is love. The sun is hitting me nice and right. But anyways, that's all I had wanted to say. If I didn't really touch on anything or feel like I have to touch on something again, I will. But that's just a little rant that I have with some religious Christians, in the sense of being shamed for loving another woman is just something that I find very interesting, considering a lot of other sins aren't as shameful, aren't as bad. It's just quite the hypocrisy of it all, the buffoonery, to be judged for something and then all of a sudden everything else is okay. At least that's how it comes off. But aside from that, thanks for watching. For those of you who did watch, let me know what you think about this situation down in the comment section below. And stick around for more content from me, because I want to do another video about what I spiritually believe. And hopefully someone out there resonates with my experiences, my perspective, or even my spiritual beliefs or something. Because, man, I got a whole lot to say. So if you've been following me this whole time, I appreciate you. And if you've been engaging in my content this whole time, I appreciate you all and I love you all. Thank you and bye.